everything is controlled, everything is predictable, every technology is trying to give you a friction-free answer to every problem that you have, you learn to not tolerate uncertainty. And if you can't tolerate uncertainty, you become increasingly more anxious. I think that these days we live in a society that is more and more conflict avoidant. There's a question that I have loved asking recently that has to do with conflict. When you grew up, did you play freely on the street?
Yeah.
You don't have kids, right?
No.
But you have friends with little ones.
Yeah, my brother has 3 kids.
Okay.
He's only 1 year older than me as well.
All right. How much do his kids play freely on the street?
They don't play freely on the street.
This little piece of information is so important because what happens when you played freely on the street? You had unchoreographed, unmonitored, unscripted, free play with other kids with whom you learned friction, rubbing, fighting, making up, competing, collaborating, being jealous, making alliances, breaking alliances, recreating. You learned a ton of social skills and dealing with conflict and disagreement and reuniting and all of that. This entire universe of experimentation that children had, gone. And you really don't learn it by playing games on a screen. We find ourselves a little bit socially atrophied. There's a lot of things coming together here, and we are more and more unable to deal with conflict, and we polarize. People keep telling you, how do you stay connected with people who disagree with you, who have different points of view, different politics, different belief systems, etc. So we are conflict avoidant, we lack the social skills, we are socially atrophied, and we polarize.
And what's the cure?
Close the screen and go outside and play and meet people in whatever version, 2 groups, sports, no sports. But it's not about structure activities. It's about the happenstance, serendipity, chance. Chance is an essential piece of our life. Why is this so important? Because if everything is controlled, everything is predictable, every technology is trying to give you a polished, friction-free answer to every problem that you have, you learn to not tolerate uncertainty. And if you can't tolerate uncertainty, you become increasingly more anxious. And if you become increasingly more anxious, we're going to talk about the mental health crisis. And this mental health crisis doesn't come from nowhere. It's connected to a whole bunch of things that are happening in the world around us.